and Dad would be real serious. And he'd try to hold her, he'd try to hold her hand, and she'd go, "Así estás tú ahorita."
You taking the picture yet?
It's videoing.
It's already on.
The little
Okay.
thing in the back.
Everything
is
you do
your-
is gonna capture.
Full name, and why did your parents select this name for you?
Me, my
Yes,
full
you
name
first.
is Gloria
Uh-huh.
Chapa Jaramillo. Gloria Chapa, Gloria Campos Chapa Jaramillo.
Okay, and why did your parents select that name for you?
I don't know, my mother just named me that, so I
She's in
have no
charge.
idea.
Okay, Valde. And when were you born and where?
I was born June the 23rd, 1935 in Devine, Texas.
Okay, go ahead, Valde.
My name is Valdemar C. Jaramillo. First name is spelled Valdemar. The
Where-
German name because my dad had a good German neighbor. There were ranchers and farmers, and his name was Waldemar, which is German, but we put a V in my name, but it's still pronounced Waldemar.
Waldemar. When and where were you born?
I was born in Devine, Texas, August the 24th of 1934, I guess,
Okay, how did y'all's family come to live in Divine?
because 2 or 3 ancestors back, they were all born and raised in
Divine.
Devine, Medina County, Texas.
Okay, Mom, how did y'all come to live in Divine?
From what I understand, on my dad's side, they came from Spain, and some of them landed in Mexico, of the Chiapas. And then from Mexico, they came. Some stayed in Mexico, and some came into Texas, and some stayed around Sinton, Texas, and close to Corpus.
Uh-huh.
And and the other ones came all the way down to Divine, Texas.
Wasn't Grandpa from Bigfoot?
Yeah, but they lived in Bigfoot, but they actually came to Divine. That was a town.
Okay. Were there other family members in the area?
I think most of them on my side. I think most of them were around Divine and Bigfoot,
And Lytle.
Lytle.
And you, Valde? Where's your
Mine
family?
were in Devine and San Antonio, and one uncle in Corpus Christi.
Okay. What was the house, apartment, farm, etc. like? Did it have lots of rooms? Did it have bathrooms? Did it have electricity, indoor plumbing, telephones when you were a child?
Well, I remember when I was a kid, we didn't have indoor plumbing until late 48, and including a little earlier than that, the electricity. That went out there was none out there until they ran the line. CPS, it wasn't CPS, it was Medina Electric Co-op. And once they got electricity to all the farmers and ranchers out there, that's when we got electric light, which is in the middle, maybe 43, 45, somewhere in there.
And you, Mom?
I was where I was born. I always had electricity.
So you were pampered?
We were pampered in Divine because I lived in Divine for till I was 7 years old. When I was born, I stayed there I was 7 when we moved to San Antonio. I moved to San Antonio. My dad worked at Fernandez auto mechanics, and I think he used to make, I think he said like 50 cents a day then he moved to San Antonio. We moved in 1940, and Uncle Mario was born about that time, and he worked for Kelly. Dad worked for Kelly for 30-something years. He finally retired. So I was 7 in Divine, and then
All the rest of the years in
rest
San
of San
Antonio.
Antonio.
What is your earliest childhood memory?
Oh, learning. Oh, my aunt Cookie learning to drive in the rumble seat car. He had a rumble seat, and she would drive and out in the country, and then one day she skidded back and we fell in a ditch, and they had to pull us out. I was a little girl. I was about 5.
Who's they?
I don't know who pulled us out, but we fell in the ditch. Okay.
And that's when you learned how to drive?
No, that was my aunt learning how to drive. I was a little girl, and that's one thing that I always remember. I don't know why, you know.
And Valde, what's your earliest childhood memory?
What's the question?
What is your earliest childhood memory?
My earliest
Yeah.
Like what do you
childhood memory?
childhood when you were little? What's the first thing you can remember when you were little?
Well, I enjoyed living out in the country, and the thing that I didn't like was we had to catch the school bus in front of the house. But before I did all of that, I had chores to do, so I got up at 5 in the morning and had to feed 2, 3 Herefords or calves and 2 big hogs that they were fed for Christmas, for tamales. And I hated those chores because I had to mix a 5-gallon can of water with whatever the mix was called. I had to stir and stir and stir, and then as a little boy, take it out to the pens, which was a long way, and feed them in this huge trough.
So that's what you remember. You
And
didn't
then
like
go to
it.
school.
And then go to school.
And then going to school, and then working on the tractor, helping my dad. He taught me since a little boy to operate a farm tractor. I got an old picture there somewhere that shows that. And then he taught us how to drive big trucks, because he always had big trucks to haul his produce. And the main produce he raised was tomatoes, cantaloupe, and watermelons. And watermelons sometimes were anywhere from 100 to 125 acres of different varieties of watermelon. We loaded about 3 to 4 18-wheelers a day.